thank you so much for being with us for this episode of Inventing in America. And we have got a wonderful new product that we're going to talk to Sam about. Sam, introduce yourself and tell everybody a little bit about you.
Hi, so I'm Sam Smidroni. I invented a product called SliceAway. Did it now a few years ago, actually. It's been quite a while since I started it and came up with this idea. And it's kind of going right now it's at the market, it's at the stores now, it's online, it's everywhere. It's a disposable pizza cutter. It's the world's best. I haven't seen anything better. It does look like this. A little hard to see right now because it's clear, but this is the packaging it comes in. It is you could customize it with a sticker. It's fully customizable color, stuff like that. Kid friendly, dishwasher safe, recyclable. Everyone likes to recycle and save the earth. It's a big one that we strive for there. And everything is food grade safe.
So, all right, pizza cutter is a pizza cutter, right?
You could say that, but I looked at it differently. So pizza cutter has been the same for many years. Everyone's got to keep it in their drawer, wash it every time they use it, and it's metal. You got to get it every couple of years because they dull out after a while. This one, companies can throw their logo on it. Very good advertisement. Logos, their numbers, their emails, websites, all of that you can put anywhere you want on here, which is the nice part. Throw it in the pizza box. They have it. They could either use it, keep it, throw it away, whatever they would like. So it's a huge advertising tool, marketing device. That's the main thing for it, but it also does work. It works very well.
So
that's
it's a promotional item. All right,
yes.
From the store's point of view, the pizza store's point of view, or
yes.
a trade show's point of view, it's a promotional item.
Yes, exactly.
They put their logo, their phone number, email on it, whatever, and then it starts going out the door to the consumer.
Exactly. Yes. So I know I've gotten pizza. Everyone's ordered pizza, and they come with their menu on it and coupons, stuff like that. People just throw that all away. But you throw a QR code on this pizza cutter. People now can use it. They want to keep it because everyone likes a free item. And now if they have the QR code or the website on there, they see it every time they open their drawer, every time they use it. And it's not even just exclusive to pizza. You could use it for cheese and stuff like that. And I've had my nephew, my nieces, they like to play with it. They like to cut the Play-Doh and stuff like that. So it's used for everything.
Well, it could be used. A bakery could use it.
Exactly. Yes.
Cakes.
Yes.
Bread.
You could cut a pie with it, and the flatness of it, since it doesn't roll, you can actually kind of use it to pick things up as well. It's kind of a little dual purpose.
Well, I'm really glad that you didn't name it, pizza slicer, as opposed to SliceAway, because when you really focus then on slicing something, it could be anything. You just happened to think about it when you were eating a pizza in college, right?
Exactly. Yes. I was sitting with my buddies in my dorm room back in college. It's been a few years now. And we got a pizza, and it was cut very terribly. So we were had no utensils, no knife, we had nothing. So we were just ripping this pizza, and it was kind of a disgrace to the pizza. So that's where it all started, was back then. It's been a few years. So
I've had a few pizzas like that too. You buy it going, you're going, out to the river, or, to a park, or, to a park. And then when you pull it apart and the cheese pulls off, and I'm thinking, ew, well, that's
and it ruins the taste and everything like that. You don't want that. That's the last thing you want.
Right. I would think that would be the last thing the store would want.
Yes, exactly. I mean, this thing doesn't cost a lot, especially when you buy more. As you more customization, more colors like that, it's a little bit more. But it's definitely will help promote businesses, companies, anniversaries, holidays, stuff like that. We just had one that were released for the 250th 4th of July for America. So that was nice, and then you could buy them as you go like that as well. So it's definitely a product to get your name out there and help you out in business and promote your own.
So you've been working on this now for a few years. How'd you go through the steps? I mean, all right, so you have an aha moment with your buddies one night when you're eating some pizza, but what's next?
So what I actually did was I ran to the store the next day, and I bought molding clay and hot glue, and I actually molded it myself because I needed to put it in my hands. It was in my head. I drew it out. I needed it physically in my hand so I could see it.
Good for you.
And then after that, I was like, hey guys, what about this? It didn't work. It's hot glue. It's not going to cut anything, right? So then I was like, I went to my dad, who's been a huge help in this. And he was like, let's find someone that can get it made. Plastic, because I wanted it fully disposable, stuff like that. So a college kid could go out, buy it, or get delivered, and they could throw it away. So we went out, found somebody that is a kind of like a plastic manufacturer that stamped plastic, and we went through the CAD files, all like that. And from there, we found one and it kept going through the line until we got it perfect. And after we got it perfect, we got them printed, and then here we are. We got a partner now, and we're going through trying to find some big fish here and get the ball rolling and keep going from there, and have hopefully everyone can use it and experience it and love it as much as I do.
There you go. There you go. So what's been the biggest challenge? And as you go through it and you think, wow, that hurt. What's been the toughest part?
The toughest part is definitely you talk to everybody, whether it's face to face or an email, over the phone, whatever it is. Everyone always says, "Oh, they love it," but it's the hardest step is to get them to take that next step and get the product and want to and fully commit to it. That's been the toughest one. And once you get that big fish, the ball starts to roll. Is how I'm looking at it and how I believe it's going to go. So that's definitely the hardest part.
Well, and for a lot of inventors, they'll get really focused on one industry. And, I was talking to, a couple yesterday, and, they feel like they've just kind of topped out in an industry. But what they didn't realize and have come to learn over the last year is that there's another industry out there that can't wait to get their hands on this product with a few little adjustments, and it would never end.
Yeah.
And so now they're regrouping a little bit, but they say, we have no contacts in this industry. He worked in the industry that it was invented for. He goes, this other one over here, we've got nobody in it. So, the company that's helping you is going to help them, reach out to the other industry, because Pronto Launch does have the contacts in the industry that they're reaching out to. So it makes a difference when you're able to get somebody that says, no, we got this, we're good.
Yes, Mike has been a huge help to me. He's been reaching out to all his contacts, all like that, and we're getting there. We'll get there soon. I believe we will. And then once that foot's in the door, we're running.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Nothing happens quickly, and when I've got inventors, it's like, what's next? And it's like, you need to finish the office action for the patent. That's what's next. And it's like, oh yeah, okay. Yep. And it's like, well, I really wanted to license it. Well, nobody's going to license it until you take care of getting the office action responded to. And it's like, yeah, okay. And so, it's like, okay, now we got to do price points. They don't happen overnight. And, then you fine tune it. It's like a half-inch shorter would be $1 less. Well, you don't really think about that much until you're trying to get 10,000 made. All right, $1 less makes a big difference. So let's do $1 less. And you learn as you go, but sometimes the learning is really
yes, there's a huge learning curve with everything, the colors, the size, the thickness. It's I'm learning it all. I mean, I'm not in the industry of making and selling stuff like that. So it's been a learning curve over the last few years, and Mike's been help. My dad's been a huge help as well. So we're going. We're hopefully we're gonna get there soon. And it's been an awesome experience, I will say.
Well, and you've got something that is, kind of right in the sweet spot now of being the biodegradable.
Yes.
Everybody's focused on that. You don't want to throw a piece of metal into a pile. You want something that's going to biodegrade, and you can go buy a new one and, use it for a few months, and then it biodegrades and it gets used again. So
yes, exactly. Recycle. Everyone save the earth. That's what everyone loves to do. So let's do it. We're right with them. So that was a big thing that I wanted. And it's dishwasher safe. So if you do happen to throw it in the dishwasher accidentally, it's not going to melt. It's not going to ruin it. So that's the nice thing as well. So, and it's kid friendly. It's sharp enough to cut things, but it won't cut skin.
Excellent. Have you thought about going to the school systems and for Play-Doh and stuff and crafty stuff?
I have not, but that is a great idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of those kids, and they need stuff that's not going to cut them.
Yes, that's a good idea. Like kindergartners, first graders, stuff like that. If they can start using utensils and stuff like that, that's a great idea. I'll have to do that.
You're welcome. So we want to stay in touch, Sam. We want to know how you're doing and how you're growing. And, you know what? We'll have you on again. Thank you so much for updating, and we'll let you know when this goes out and every place it's going to. Okay.
I appreciate it, Rita. Thank you.
Thanks everyone for joining us today. We will be back next week with more stories on getting products from mind to market. We will have new inventors and industry experts. So join us and have a wonderful week.